Hello everyone, and thank you again for joining us on another episode of the ECG series. In previous episode, we have talked about the limb electrode and the 6 leads they produce, the chest electrode and the 6 leads they produce, the areas in which the leads are looking at the heart, and the last episode before this, we talked about the electrophysiology of the heart. As a director, I've decided to let you in on a little secret of how to interpret the various images I've captured so far. The best way to do this is to use Late 2 and to reference my previous video on electrophysiology of the heart. Before we proceed, let's look at some terms that will be used in the video, which include depolarization and repolarization, positive deflection and negative deflection. In simple terms, depolarization and repolarization leads to contraction and relaxation of the heart respectively, while positive deflection and negative deflection means upward wave and downward wave respectively. Moving straight to interpretation, I am going to leverage on my previous video on electrophysiology of the heart, drawing the image while the explanation is going on. This electricity generated at the SA node is transmitted to the atria through the internodal fiber and then to the AV node where it's delayed approximately 0.09 seconds. Eventually, the electricity is released to the bundle phase where it's now divided into the left and right bundle phase and passed to the Purkinje fibers where it's finally released to the ventricles. T wave represents ventricular repolarization. From this image, you can identify wave, segment and interval. The wave you can identify include P wave, Q wave, arrow wave, S wave and T wave. P wave represents atrial depolarization. Q wave, arrow wave, S wave is combined to form QRS complex, which represents ventricular depolarization. The T wave represents ventricular repolarization. Segment is used to measure the duration from one point to another with the absence of a wave. Example is the ST segment, which measures from the end of the S wave to the beginning of the T wave, while interval is used to measure the duration of one point to another in the presence of a wave. Example is the PQ interval, popularly called P arrow interval, which measures from the beginning of the P wave to the beginning of the Q wave. Now that you know the different parts in this image, in my next video, we are going to talk about the normal values you can find. If you have any question or contribution, leave a comment in the comment section and I will sure respond to them as soon as possible. See you in my next video.